Okay, so this past week has been big and exciting, and a lot's been going on. And I guess we'll start with last Friday. That's when I went to dinner with a local machinist. His name is Greg, and we actually got along really well, which is not surprising, seeing how we have very similar interests. And they were really nice to me. They gave me a couple of things that they either enjoyed but didn't need. They had a cassette adapter for MP3 players, and since they got a new car, they didn't need it anymore, but they know I have an old school car with a cassette player thing, and it lets you play MP3s through your cassette deck, but it does it through the cassette player. Anyway, I basically plug in headphones and then it's my car's my headphones, is how I understand it, and it works. They gave me a bunch of rocks, and they were able to tell me about them intelligently, but this one's blue, and this one is red with a black stripe, and this one's purple. I think it's called amethyst. Yeah, they told me about a few of them, and when somebody said topaz, I said, oh, and if you slot that into your armor while you're rock hounding, then you can have a higher chance of finding more stones, and his wife got that joke, so at least she's cool too. And what else did I have? I also got my GPS. That arrived in the mail fairly quickly, and so I tested it out by trying to use it to go out to lunch on Sunday, because I had to go shopping for some basic supplies anyway. And I promptly ignored it because I didn't like the directions it was giving me. I wasn't sure it was taking me to the right place, and basically I'm not sure I was using it right, but I need more practice with it, and that's the point of trying it. Then on Sunday, we went to a place called Chima's, which is a place to eat in downtown Charlotte. This week is restaurant week, where all the fancy, expensive restaurants are in the realm of affordability for regular people. So I think my bill at the end of the night was like $58, and that's the cheap version. But it's okay. I had a really good night, and I got swordfish for the first time. I got to try swordfish. Yeah, I was adamant about that, and when I got about half full, I said to myself, I'm not going to fill up on all this other stuff. I'm going to get me some swordfish. So whenever people would bring food, and they'd be like, you want some filet mignon? And I'm like, no, I don't want filet mignon. I want swordfish. That's not swordfish. And so there we went. Although I did get to try Heart of Palm as well. It's a Brazilian steakhouse. So that was exciting. I also found out that I'm getting PFP this week, which may have contributed to my decision to go nuts at the steakhouse. My tutoring is still going fairly well. I should be doing that tomorrow, and we'll just see how things go. I'm trying to move more towards, well, I'm tutoring, and I'm trying to take it in directions, and we are doing a little tug of war on that, but we'll figure it out. I'm also getting in a little bit of overtime this week. I got in an hour on Monday because it was convenient to just work an hour late, since we were going all the way to Charlotte anyway about an hour later. So I just stayed at work an hour late, and that's extra money too, so that helps make up the difference. And the other lastest thing is I have a program called FEMM that we learned about in one of my classes, and I was trying to use it to model a magnet problem, a magnetics problem. I do have my magnets, and I want to use them, so I was trying to do some modeling with it, and I can't remember how to set up geometry, which is depressing because it was in the lectures, but my lectures are on the hard drive that isn't working. So I may check in with somebody and see if buying a new hard drive, since I'm looking at buying a new computer soon anyway, I might just go ahead and buy the hard drive and see if those files can be copied over to a working, functioning hard drive and just take it from there, because I really do need those files if they can be recovered at all. And yeah. So that's life in a nutshell. It's going, and I'm, still alive.